Hey guys, what's going on? I hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to episode 25 of C.C.O. Complete Client Overview. Today we are reviewing the Inertia client, formerly known as WWE. Today's video is based on the 1.12.2 version of the client, but if you would like me to review the newer versions, let me know in the comments. This episode is brought to you by my members. If you would like to get your skin and name in a video, be sure to join now for as little as $0.6 a month. Huge shout out to everyone that voted. Don't forget to use the link in the description to choose what clients I review next. I have also recently started my very own Anarchy server, so be sure to check it out. The IP is in the description. There's also a link to my Discord server where you can chat with other people in the community or get client configs and enter giveaways. Unlike all of the other free clients I've reviewed, Inertia is a closed source client. With that being said, they do not have a public GitHub repository, but rather their own custom website. Overall, the website has a lot of information on the client and I like certain aspects of it, but other parts seem a little confusing and there are quite a few ads. To explain more on what I mean, I like that on the information page you can click and drag the client's modules around, but it is unfortunate that they are not functional. Overall, there is a lot of information about Inertia, which is nice to see, but the website itself has a weird layout and does not look as good as some of the other websites from other clients. I think the information is useful, but the layout is a bit overwhelming with just walls of text. There are two different ways to download the Inertia client. To start off, you can try the Inertia installer. Once you make it past the add wall, you are greeted with the installer download and a license key. Once the jar downloads, double click it and paste your license key into the corresponding field. You can then select what version you want to install and select if you want to have Optifine installed with the client. I have no idea why they make everyone copy and paste the license key into the jar. It seems a little redundant and or pointless, especially for a free client. Or the second way to install Inertia, you can select the manual install and once again you will be greeted with an add wall. Once you make it past that, a zip file will start to download. Inside of the zip file there is a mods folder with the Inertia jar inside of it that you can copy and paste into your .minecraft folder. This once again feels so pointless. I would way prefer to just download the jar file and copy and paste that into the mods folder. Overall, the download process is simple enough for anyone to do, but I don't like all of the unnecessary or redundant steps. Inertia is mainly a utility client with a few decent PvP modules. It is worth mentioning that the client was last updated at the start of this year, and due to this, a few of the modules are outdated and or missing. Crystal Aura. This module works, but it is nowhere near as powerful or customizable as other clients I have shown. There are hardly any settings and the module is disappointing at best. Kill Aura. Unlike the Crystal Aura module, the Kill Aura module has a wide range of settings and the module was actually surprisingly powerful. Aim Assist. This module helps keep your cursor on surrounding players. This can be helpful in PvP combat, but it is not very useful for Crystal PvP. Auto Clicker. This module makes you click faster. This is only really helpful on minigame servers with strict anti-cheats. Auto Log. This module will automatically log you out when you reach a certain threshold of health. This module is super annoying during PvP, but it can actually be helpful for automated travel. Auto Totem. This module has a few settings and works as intended, but it is definitely not a viable alternative to offhand, which is something Inertia lacks. Bow Aimbot. This module automatically aims your bow so that you can't miss your shots. The module itself is really helpful, but it lacks a self mode for potion tipped arrows. Combat Info. This module creates a new HUD element with more information on your opposing players. It can be useful, but it was definitely not made for Crystal PvP. Before we get into some of the utility hacks offered by Inertia, I would like to take a quick break and remind you all to like or dislike the video. This lets me know if you're enjoying my content. Anyways, that is enough self-promotion. Let's have a look at some of those utility modules. Tracers. This module will draw a line on your screen to nearby players. This is useful to see where players are or to get notified when players enter your render distance. X-ray. This module lets you change the opacity of blocks to help you find and mine ores. Anti-void. This module stops you from walking into holes in bedrock. This is very helpful around spawn on most Anarchy servers. Step. This module lets you jump up 2 blocks. Unfortunately, it lacks a reverse step mode. Auto tool. This module will automatically switch to the most efficient tool in your inventory when you start mining a block. This can be useful for traveling or building. Item saver. This module will automatically switch to a new slot when an item in your hand reaches a set health. This can help you save and repair your tools. Elytra replace. This module will attempt to automatically swap out your elytra when they break so that you can continue flying. Chatbot. If you have ever wanted to join the annoying spammers on Anarchy servers, you can now do that with the customizable chatbot module. It works by loading text from a .text file in your .micro folder. The default key for opening the GUI is set to the right shift key. I really like how the GUI looks and functions, but I think the method of opening the GUI settings is a little weird. You have to open the Minecraft settings and then select the Inertia settings and then open the color manager. With that being said, the client is very customizable and I am a huge fan of the color pickers. They are some of the best and most customizable I have ever seen. I really like that they have a profile manager, as this lets you set up different configs for different servers and save them for later use. I also really like having a search feature, as it makes quickly finding a module a lot easier. The GUI is not perfect though. All of the modules have a documentation setting, but none of the modules have any documentation. I really like the idea, but it just hasn't been executed very well. Hopefully one day in the future they will add more documentation to all of the modules. Inertia also has a somewhat customizable HUD editor with a lot of different modules. Unfortunately, you cannot just click and drag these elements anywhere on screen. If you are having issues with Inertia, you can look through the FAQ section on their website. There is a decent amount of information and even some tutorial videos, which is a nice touch in my opinion. If for some reason you cannot find a solution to your problem in the FAQ section, you can join their official Discord server with over 7,000 members. Here you can ask for help in the #support channel. They also have a linked GitHub page purely for reporting issues and bugs. I have mixed feelings about Inertia. I really like that it is a free client and I think it can be a very helpful utility hack for Anarchy, though I cannot recommend its PvP related modules. It sucks that the client does not update more frequently. I definitely think the project has big potential, but with the lack of updates they are definitely falling behind. Some modules are missing settings and other relevant modules aren't even in the client. I think some more PvP related updates could go a long way and make the client somewhat relevant again. As always, I have linked their official website and Discord in the description for anyone that would like to try Inertia for themselves. I really don't like that the project is closed source. The fact that it is free and closed source is very weird to me. But with that being said, I do think Inertia is safe, though there's no way to know for sure. The devs justify keeping the code to themselves by saying they don't want other people to steal their work. I can see why this is frustrating, but at the same time, making the code open source opens the client up to more people and generally speaking ends up making a higher quality product for everyone. Thank you so much for watching to the end of my video. I really appreciate your time. Before you leave, remember to vote for next week's episode of C.C.O with the link in the description. Seeing as you're all still here, I assume you enjoyed the video, so please consider leaving a like and maybe even subscribing. I've also recently made a KiLAB Gaming memberships area on my channel, so be sure to check out the benefits with the join button. Quick shout out to my members for all of the support. Without them, I would not be able to try new paid for clients. Anyways, it has been your boy KiLAB. Peace in the Middle East.